Welcome to More to Explore. Today we are celebrating Cinco de Mayo, which is a cultural celebration of Mexico and the Mexican army defeat of the French in 1862. We're going to be making a piñata, so you need your paper bag that's stapled shut. Just know there is some candy in the bottom. It's not filled all the way full with candy or it would be too heavy. So there's candy in the bottom and then some tissue paper inside. You also need your tissue paper, a glue stick, and scissors. So you'll notice at the bottom of your bag there is a string tied, and that's going to be for our trap door to get the candy out. So if you place the bag in the center, there's 2 inches on each side. It does not have to be precise. So the only problem is we have these strings and we need them to show through. So before you put on the glue, you're gonna cut a little hole, a little square in the bottom for the strings to pop out. All right, so I've got this. What you're going to do is put glue, so let me get my glue stick, and I'm going to put that all over my tissue paper because we're going to attach it to our bag. I got my glue on here. I'm going to thread these strings through so they're not stuck underneath the bag, that they can hang down. And then I'm going to wrap up the bottom of the bag like a little present. So I'm gonna smooth this down on the 2 long sides with the glue. And then the edges, I need to wrap like a little present. So you can just kind of fold it up. And make sure that's glued down. So if you folded some of your tissue paper onto itself, make sure you glue it so it fits on there. So now I have my bottom of my piñata. I need to make my strips of tissue paper to go around my bag. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take, whoops, my different colors. It's okay that I ripped that. It will work out just fine. And I'm going to line them up. They don't have to be exactly the same. See, like you can see mine aren't all even. Just put them flat on top of each other, and then you're going to fold. So I'm folding it this way. So 1 fold, 2 fold, 3 fold. And now that I'm folded, I might want to cut off my purple that's hanging down because I don't need all of that. So I've cut that off. All right. So now I need to cut these into strips. So about 2 inches, or however wide you would like to do them. So I'm cutting these. And don't unfold them yet. I got a little piece sticking off. Because what you're going to do next is you're going to make fringe. So you're going to cut about halfway up each of your strips to give the fringe that you need to use to layer on top of your piñata. So once you've cut all of your strips, you can unfold. And then I've got these. You can decide, so this one is in half, that's okay. But you can decide, right now mine are double layered. That'll make the colors more vibrant. I can cut this in half. See how I have a line in the middle? I can cut that in half if I want, because if I want it to go on my bag more times, more layers, it's totally up to you. I'm going to leave it as is, and I'm going to put glue all along the top. So the part where I did not cut. So I want to go, whoops, and this is what happens when if you pull on the fringe a little bit. So try to hold down the top of your fringe and put a nice line of glue on it. Now I'm going to put it on top. I'm going to leave some of my purple showing, but I don't want it all showing because it's not the fringe. I like the fringe look better. So I'm just going along and gluing it down. And it's going to overlap a little bit, but that's okay. You can either keep it that way or you can cut off the excess. Okay, so I've got one line of fringe, and some of my fringe got stuck to itself, so I'm actually gonna tear that off. Okay. Okay, so this is a different practice bag that I did, a piñata bag. So what I did, once I got all my fringe on here and it looks like I'd like it, then you can punch 2 holes with a hole punch, or you can use the end of a scissor if you're careful, or have an adult help you with it. And then I just threaded a piece of yarn through and tied it at the top. And that way I can hang my piñata. So you can decide whether you want to use the pull strings on the bottom of the piñata to open the bottom. You can add more strings to make it look fancy, or if you're wanting to do the old school way where you hit the piñata, just check with an adult first. Happy Cinco de Mayo! The answer to last week's brain teaser is turn the page. This week's brain teaser is, I can travel at nearly 100 miles per hour, but never leave the room. You can cover me up, but that won't slow me down. You will not know if I come only once, or again and again and again. What am I? This week's picture book is The Magical Yet by Angela DiTerlizzi. It is a great reminder that many things take time and practice. Just because we're not good at them yet doesn't mean that we can't be in the future. Think of all the cool things you will do when you read The Magical Yet. In the book Stef Soto, Taco Queen, Stef is a 7th grader who feels like her parents treat her like a baby. It's so embarrassing that her dad picks her up from school in their old taco truck and won't let her even walk to the corner and meet him. When her best friend wins 2 tickets to see the amazing musician Vivian Vega, will her parents let her go? Read about Stef and her middle school troubles in Stef Soto, Taco Queen by Jennifer Torres.